Hey, Melissa here. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to show you how I do my makeup for Instagram photos. Of course, you do not need any makeup to take Instagram photos. However, if you're like me and you love to do your makeup and you love to put on makeup, it's a lot of fun to try these tips and tricks and to do makeup a certain way so that when you're on camera, you have glowing skin, you don't need to edit as much, and you feel really confident. So I'm gonna get into it. I hope you enjoy it. This is the finished look right here. Let's get started. Skincare is the most important because you need to have a good foundation for putting down your foundation. So I'm putting on this IT Confidence in a cream. So I'm just gonna go in there with my beauty blender and I'm gonna put it on. Next step is primer. I love the Smashbox Photo Finish Reduce Redness Primer. As you can see, I'm fair skinned, so I get some redness, and that's kind of what I wanna counteract before I put on my foundation. I think Smashbox has great primers. Now that our skin is ready to put makeup on, I'm gonna be mixing two today. The Makeup Forever HD Perfector. It is an SPF 25, and my Studio Fix Fluid from MAC. So the reason that I'm layering this with my everyday makeup is so that I have a little bit more matte coverage. It's gonna make your skin just look really flawless in photos, and you wanna make sure you're putting it on with a beauty blender to give you that airbrush look. So I'm gonna mix it on the top of my hand, and then I'm gonna place it around my face. So now that we've placed it on, let's go ahead and blend it in with the beauty blender. So now I'm gonna take concealer. I use the Clos de Peau, this is the Radiant Corrector for eyes, and this is actually really funny because I have a lot of concealers, and this is just supposed to be for your under eye, but I actually use it for on my face. I really love how it photographs, and I think it has great coverage, but it's super hydrating. And you really want your skin to translate with that glow into photos. So if you cover too much and you don't let a natural glow come through, I think your photos can look a little flat sometimes. So I just put a little bit on my hand, and then I go in with the beauty blender, and I only go in the areas that need it. So for me, I'm gonna put it right on the side of my nose, and then the top of my nose. Here's a great tip. I have sort of a round face, so I like to keep the brightness right in the center. So that's why I really focus on my nose and my chin and a little bit of my under eyes. It's gonna make your face look a little bit more chiseled and contoured in photos if you have the brightness in the center and a little bit more of the shadows out on the side. Now we're gonna go ahead and put a powder over everything we just did, because in photos, some of the glow you don't want. So you can kind of see like this glow right here, and that's gonna look really oily in photos. So I'm gonna use the Bye Bye Redness from IT Cosmetics. I just recently picked this up and I really like it. It looks like this. And I'm gonna take I call this like a powder buffing brush, and I'm just gonna go in there. And now, really important, don't wipe it on. I like to pat it in. So kind of like you do with the beauty blender, but we're gonna do it with this brush. So I'm gonna go all on the areas that are still a little bit sticky or damp from the foundation and concealer, and I'm gonna dry it out a little bit, but let that glow shine through. By patting your makeup in, you're getting that airbrush look. And when you're taking photos, that's what you want. You want your skin to look airbrushed, you want it to look flawless. You don't want it to look caked on or dry. Now it is time for my favorite part, to contour. So I love Hoola from Benefit. I'm taking this big fluffy brush and I'm just dabbing it in. And I'm gonna start with my cheeks. Contour is the most important part of your makeup for photos because it's gonna give your shape definition, especially if you're shooting in natural daylight or brighter lights, you're gonna get really washed out. So it's really important that you keep your definition. So with the contour, you can add those natural shadows right to your face. And of course, because it is photos, it's okay to overdo it just a little bit. So, you know, if you were going out with friends or during the day, you wouldn't wanna have as dramatic of a contour down the side of your face. But for photos, you really need it to show up. I'm going to contour my nose with this. I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow brush. Now we're gonna go ahead and put on some blush. I am using the NARS Orgasm. All my makeup is like, I need to go get new makeup. I'm taking this Kabuki brush and I am going to smile and put it on my cheeks. All right, next is eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Brow Wiz in Caramel. Now, kind of like with the contour, it's okay to define your eyebrows a little bit too much because in photos, you really want your features to pop. I want to show you up close. And of course, I'm gonna be blending in this nose contour, so don't worry. NYX is my favorite lip liner. It is the best. I have a few different colors. This one is Con. This one is Con, and I love it. Lip liner can just make such a big difference in defining your lips in photos and making them really pop. So I like to overline a little bit on the top and go along the line on the bottom. That's just what works for me, but I know a lot of people like to overline all together, but I'm gonna show you how I put it on. This is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip. It is so moisturizing, and this color is beautiful. This is my favorite color. It is not on here. So I know it has a name, but the number is 6. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a little bit of my foundation. This is the MAC on the Beauty Blender. And I'm just going to start to blend in. I like to blend with foundation because I think it adds a little bit extra layer of coverage, which I personally like for when I'm taking photos. I feel like that blended in super nice. So now you don't have those harsh lines, but you have the shadow. And that is really, to me, the point of contouring. And I'm just gonna set it one more time with my powder that I used before, just so we're not, you know, shiny from the liquid. Now I'm going to use setting spray, which is actually one of the most important steps, because if you're taking a lot of photos or, you know, changing outfits or changing after this, setting spray is going to ensure your makeup does not get all over everything. I cannot live without makeup setting spray. Last step is eyes. I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to go in with the Giorgio Armani mascara. Last step here for eyes is taking a little bit of eyeliner and just putting it into the waterline. The reason I do that is, again, for photos, making your features pop. And there you have it. Let me go ahead and take a quick selfie. Now that I'm looking back at the photo, it looks natural. I love how it looks. I think it's translating really well. And now I'm gonna go change and we will get to shooting. I hope you found this video helpful. It was so much fun to get ready with you. If you like this look, give this video a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment below with any other questions or other videos you'd like to see here on my channel. And of course, make sure to check out all of my Instagram photos at MelissFit_. I would love to connect with you on there. I hope you have an amazing day. And like I always say, spread love and positivity wherever you go. Bye.